Hello everybody, Terry back again with another video. Today's video guys is going to be about a topic that I have done videos in the past, say 1 year ago or something like that, when I've talked about who of these big three is the best tennis player according to me. Who is the best tennis player from these three? Nadal, Djokovic or Federer? I'm going to do a list here who I believe is the best from these three and why. I'm going to go from back forth. I'm going to start with number 3rd place, number 2nd place, and I'm going to end with number 1, with the best of these three. And without any further ado, guys, let's get into this video. On my number 3rd place, guys, his name, I have had his name in the past higher than 3rd, but I'm going to take him down to the 3rd place. And I'm going to tell you why. Before, I have actually thought that he is on my 2nd place. But things have changed, guys. Things have changed, obviously, the last couple of weeks. And on my number 3rd place, I have Roger Federer. And some of you believe why. Yeah, I'm going to tell you why, guys. Numbers doesn't lie. And we have the numbers ahead of us. We can see them with our eyes. And Rafael Nadal, both Djokovic and Nadal, in my opinion, are better tennis players than Federer. And the reason to that is that the numbers doesn't lie. If we take Rafa, for example, Rafa leads Roger Federer the head-to-head 24-16. Rafa leads Roger Federer 3-1 at Australian Open in the head-to-head. Rafa leads Roger Federer 8-6 on the hard courts outdoors matches. Rafa leads Roger Federer in the majors matches that they've played each other. They've played the Grand Slam matches 14 times. Rafa leads 10-4 in those matches. Rafa leads Roger Federer in the Grand Slam finals with 6-3. Rafa owns Roger Federer on clay. And some of you can say, but it is clay, not on best surface. Yeah, but Federer's best surface is hard court, and Rafa leads him there too. Rafa leads him there too. On hard courts, outdoor, 8-6. Federer's upper hand against Rafa is indoors and grass. Federer leads Rafa Nadal on indoors 5-1 in matches, and Federer leads Rafa Nadal on grass matches 3-1. And if we take both players' best surfaces, Rafa's clay, Roger's hard courts, and grass, because Roger, let's face it, Roger loves playing on grass as well. So Roger's best surface are grass and hard courts. He has won 11 hard court Grand Slams, Roger Federer. Just one behind the all-time record holder, Novak Djokovic, with 12 Grand Slam records on hard courts. And he has won 8 Wimbledons, Roger Federer, and played 12 finals there. So obviously Roger's best surfaces are hard courts and grass. Rafael Nadal has beaten Roger Federer in both of his best surfaces in big finals. Let's start with Wimbledon 2008, where Rafa defeated him in 5 epic sets. We all remember one of the best matches of all time, if not the best of all time. According to me, no. For me, the best match of all time is the 2012 Australian Open between Novak Djokovic versus Rafael Nadal. That match took 5 hours and 53 minutes. That match has had everything, drama, intensity, consistency, you name it. So Rafa has defeated Roger Federer on that Wimbledon 2008. And then just 6-7 months later, he did it in 2009 Australian Open as well. 5 sets there as well. So what does Rafa do? Yeah, Rafa beats Roger Federer on his living room. On his living rooms, I should say. But because he has done it twice. I'm talking now on big finals now. Wimbledon 2008, Australian Open 2009. All right? Roger's best surface, like I said, 11 Grand Slam titles on hard courts, 8 Grand Slam titles on grass. Roger Federer. Well, if we combine these 2 Grand Slam titles that he has won, hard courts and grass on majors, we get 19. Because we know that Roger has only one Grand Slam title on clay, and it is, of course, the French Open 2009. Rafa beats Roger Federer in his living rooms twice. twice. Not once. Somebody can say once. Maybe he was lucky. Blah, blah, blah. Hey. He has done it twice, my tennis friends all around the world. You can maybe be lucky once, but can you be lucky twice? Not once, twice. Now we go to Federer. We look at Federer, what he has done to Rafael Nadal. Federer has faced Rafael Nadal at French Open 6 times. 6-love to Rafael Nadal in that head-to-head. And Federer has never taken Rafael Nadal to even a 5th set. He has lost all those 6 matches in straights or in 4 sets. 2 times he has lost in straight sets. 4 times he has lost in 4 sets. Roger Federer. And 1 time Rafael Nadal completely demolished him. Completely crushed him, completely destroyed him, and we all know which year that was. That was the 2008 French Open final. So Federer has never been close of defeating Rafael Nadal on French Open in those 6 occasions that they have faced each other. The only time Federer was close of beating Rafael Nadal in a clay court match in over 5 sets was the Rome final 2006. Where Federer had too much points. But we all know Federer didn't convert them. The rest is history. But if we look at the French Open matches in 5 sets, like the French Open obviously is, Federer has never had a chance against Rafael Nadal. Never! If you look at the head-to-head on clay, 14-2 to Rafael Nadal. 14-2. You can see how one-sided that rivalry is on that particular surface. So Federer has never been smelling Rafael Nadal on clay more than 2 times. And those 2 times have been, of course, in 3 sets matches on clay. 1 time in Hamburg, 1 time in Madrid. Nadal, on the other hand, he has been competitive with Federer on hard courts, on grass. He has defeated Federer 1 time on grass in Wimbledon. 1 time, yeah, Federer leads the head-to-head 3-1, but who cares? That is Federer's one of Federer's best surfaces. So Nadal can always say, I have defeated you, Roger, once on grass in a big major final. What have you done to me? Have you hurted me on my best surface, clay, at French Open? Have you defeated me on my best surface on clay at French Open? Have you won a big final against me on my best surface, clay? The answer is no. And Rafa, what did he do 2-3 weeks ago? Yeah, he took that hammer. He took a big hammer and he took a blow on Federer's head, and he nailed the coffin by winning the Australian Open for the 2nd time, by surpassing Federer in the Grand Slam tally with 1 more. And if that was not enough, by also winning all 4 majors twice. Something Federer has never done. And he will never do. We all know that. We all know that Federer will never win a French Open title again. I don't think he will win ever a major title again in the other 3 events either, Australian Open, Wimbledon, and US Open either. But we can be pretty 100% sure that he for sure will never win a French Open again, Roger Federer. He should be happy that he has won French Open once to begin with, let alone him winning 2 times French Open. That will never happen. We all know that. Even Federer himself knows that. I don't think Federer will even play French Open ever again, to be quite honest. So he will never win it. We all know that. This is not even a topic to discuss. So when Rafa won the Australian Open for the 2nd time and become the double-time Grand Slam champion in all 4 majors, and being only the 4th player of being that, behind Rod Laver, Roy Emerson, Novak Djokovic, and now Rafa is the only 4th player of winning all the 4 majors twice, and now surpassing Roger Federer with 21 Grand Slam titles, and Roger staying at 20. This is not any discussion anymore. Rafael Nadal, to me, is a better tennis player than Roger Federer. The numbers are not lying. Yeah, I know Federer has other stats that are in his favor, like world number 1, like winning the ATP Tour final, the End Tour ATP final, where the 8 best tennis players in the world compete. Rafa has never won it. Federer has won it 6 times. So of course Federer has some other stats that are in favor of him, but Nadal also has. He has the Olympic gold in singles, something Federer doesn't have. He has only Olympic gold in doubles. Roger Federer. Rafa has 36 Master 1000 title. Federer has 28. So the list is long, guys. But if we look at the big picture here, Rafael Nadal, according to me, is a better tennis player than Roger Federer. The number doesn't lie. He has less weaknesses as well. Look, Roger Federer, we all know his weaknesses. He has the backhand weakness and he has the return weakness. You know, when you compete against Roger Federer, if you are talented enough, if you are consistent enough, if you are sharp enough physically and mentally, you know that just attack his backhand and be consistent with your game plan, you will break down that backhand sooner or later. You will do it, guys. Safi couldn't do it, Hewitt couldn't do it, Roddick couldn't do it. Federer's first rivals in the beginning of his career couldn't quite do it because they were not good enough tennis players. But when he started to face better competition, a la Djokovic, a la Nadal, because they are much better tennis players than those named, those players I named a couple of seconds ago, they of course will do much more damage to Federer's weaknesses than what other players could do, like Safin, Roddick, Hewitt, Baghdatis, Fernando Gonzalez, etc., etc. So, against Federer, you know, just attack his backhand, be consistent to his backhand, penetrate that side, he will leak unforced errors. And the same thing is when you serve. Just serve towards his backhand. Federer's returns are not that quite well when he returns, especially Federer's backhand returns are not that spectacular, guys. Let's be honest. So, and Nadal, of course, he's too good of a tennis player to not notice this, and he was hurting Federer in all surfaces, and not only on clay. But of course, majority of Nadal's victories are, of course, on clay, but he has defeated Federer in all surfaces. He has defeated him on grass, he has defeated him on hard courts as well, and he has defeated him on indoors 1 time. Nadal leads Federer 3-1 at Australian Open in the head-to-head. Guys, 3-1. Nadal leads Federer at French Open 6-0. They have never faced each other at US Open, which is a pity. I think that if they have faced each other at US Open, I'm pretty confident Nadal will win 1 or 2 matches as well. For sure, he would never have lost all the matches against Federer at US Open if they have faced each other 3, 4, 5 times, let's say. He would never have lost all of those encounters. Never. So, with that Australian Open triumph from Rafael Nadal a couple of weeks ago, he took that hammer, he nailed the coffin, and he took Roger Federer not only down to the GOAT debut, he also took him down from the best tennis players of all time, where Rafael Nadal, to me now, is a better tennis player than Roger Federer. So Roger Federer is on my 3rd place. On my 2nd place, we don't have many players left. It is Rafael Nadal, guys. For me, Rafael Nadal is on the 2nd place of this list of the best tennis players. Because you are not the best tennis player of all time, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will not end with most Grand Slam titles and becoming the GOAT. I don't care about all the other stats. If you win most majors in your career, you will end as the GOAT. I've done videos about this before. I just did one for 1 week ago or something. The majors are the most important stat in tennis. Period! World number 1 in weeks, all respect. Ending world number 1 in the season. Winning the ATP Tour finals with the best 8 players in the world in the end of the season finale. Winning Masters, winning Olympic gold, all respect, winning 500 class tournaments, winning 250 class tournaments. They all matter, of course. It is not easy winning all of these tournaments. The most prestigious tournaments in tennis is the majors. Period. And those who say that Nadal only won because Djokovic wasn't there, they don't know crap about tennis. Nadal deserves all the respect. Well, you know why? He defeated Dan Medvedev. The dude who took down Novak Djokovic just 3-4 months ago in straight sets. Do I need to remind you guys? 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. He defeated Medvedev after 5 hours and 24 minutes. He deserves all the credit. I don't think Nadal would have won if Djokovic would have played. No, I think Djokovic would have taken him out in the semi-final. But I'm not super confident that Djokovic would have defeated that Medvedev I saw in the final. Because Djokovic doesn't have that firepower Nadal has. Nadal did 69 winners. 69. Nadal has that furious forehand, which Djokovic lacks. All respect to Djokovic. He doesn't have any weaknesses besides his overheads. Djokovic's overheads are not the best in the world. But Djokovic doesn't have a furious, murderous forehand a la Nadal. You need to have a big weapon hitting through Medvedev. That's why Djokovic did only 27 winners against Medvedev in that US final. He couldn't hit through him. Djokovic is not as good as Nadal in finishing points. He just isn't, guys. Nadal, he can... Do you know why Nadal won that final against Medvedev? I have done a video about this. I can come with all kind of analyses, but if I take one reason, what was the biggest difference in the court between Nadal and Medvedev in that US Open final? Forehand! It was Nadal's forehand who made the biggest difference. I can mention all other reasons as well, like never giving up attitude, like physicality, like mentally, like consistency. All of this matters as well, which Nadal, of course, attributes all these things. But if I can take one thing, Nadal's forehand was dominating that match. Nadal did 69 winners. You know that, guys? He did only 3 aces. Nadal did 65 clean winners. 66 clean winners and only 3 aces. Medvedev did 76 for sure winners, more than Rafael Nadal, but Medvedev did 23 aces, guys. Don't forget that. Medvedev did 23 aces. Nadal does much more winners than Daniel Medvedev off the ground. If we don't count the aces, which of course they count, because they are also winners. But if we don't count the aces, Nadal did much more winners than Daniel Medvedev. Why? Because Nadal has that forehand. And I can guarantee you guys, that the majority of those winners were coming from Rafael Nadal's forehand and not from his backhand. By the way, his backhand was not that good in the final, especially not the first 2 sets. Rafael Nadal's backhand, the first 2 sets against Daniel Medvedev, was pretty awful. But in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, he started to figure out his backhand. He started to hit that backhand much better. At least he started to take down his unforced errors with that shot. He was not doing many winners from that backhand side, absolutely not. But at least he cut down his errors. But the biggest difference why Nadal defeated Daniel Medvedev in that US Open final was because of his forehand. With his forehand, he started to hit through Daniel Medvedev. And that's why he did 69 winners, 66 clean winners, because he did only 3 aces, Rafael Nadal. And Djokovic doesn't have that forehand. That's why Djokovic did only 27 winners against Daniel Medvedev in that US Open final. Djokovic is a complete tennis player. He doesn't have any holes in his game. That's why, for me, Novak Djokovic is the best tennis player I have ever seen. So Nadal is on a 2nd place. Federer is my 3rd place, Nadal is my 2nd place, and the best tennis players that I have ever seen is Novak Djokovic. Why? Because against Federer, you know what you will do. Go to his backhand, be patient to his backhand, be consistent to his backhand, and just wait the errors. Serve to his backhand, and he will do bad serve returns. Against Nadal, penetrate his backhand as well. He will not hurt you so much with his backhand. He will not do so many errors. Because Nadal, let's face it, he doesn't have as a weak... Nadal's backhand is better than Federer's backhand. It is, guys. But Nadal's backhand will never hurt you so much. He will stay in the rallies. He will keep himself in the rallies, but he will not do so many winners from that shot. So if you attack Nadal's backhand over and over and over and over and on, and until he makes a short point, a short shot, then you step on in the court and make a winner. So against Federer, you know what you will do. Against Nadal, you know what you will do. Against Djokovic, you are helpless. You don't know what you will do. You go to his forehand, he has a good forehand. His forehand is not as good as Nadal's and Federer. We all know that, but it is still very underrated shot. Novak's backhand is great. His backhand is one of the greatest backhands of all time that we have seen. He can hit it down the line. He can hit it cross court. He does so much damage with that shot, Novak Djokovic. He has a very underrated serve, Novak Djokovic. He has not one, the greatest serve returns of all time, Novak Djokovic, according to me. Like I said, the only issue with Djokovic is his overheads. His net game is not the greatest. That's the only little weaknesses I can find in Novak Djokovic. His net game is overheads. But guys, considering how the court has been slowed up the last couple of 10 years, Novak doesn't need to go to approach the net. He can stay back from the baseline and just hit blow after blow, forehands, backhand, returning good, hitting great serves. Novak Djokovic is not necessarily a big server like Federer with aces, but Novak Djokovic is a great spot server, guys. He finds the spots, he finds the tees, he finds the angles, he finds the ad courts, you name it. So, to me, the best tennis player from these three is Novak Djokovic. If I could do a list, I will put Federer third, I will put Nadal second, and I'll put Djokovic first. Just look at Novak's numbers. He has won all the Masters, and he has done it twice, something Federer and Nadal has never done. He has won 4 straight majors. He didn't do that in the same calendar year. He did it in 2 years. Between 2015 and 2016, when he won Wimbledon 2015, US Open, Australian Open, and French Open between 2015 and 2016. He has been most world number one 360 weeks at the current moment, and is still going strong. He will just keep on going, being world number one. He will at some point he will lose that, of course, especially now that then he's refusing to take the vaccine and will not be allowed to play other tournaments. So at some point, Medvedev will take over that world number one spot. But he leads the head-to-head. He leads over Nadal 30-28 in the head-to-head. He leads over Federer 27-23 in the head-to-head. He has defeated both Nadal and Federer in all 4 majors. He has defeated Nadal in all 4 majors. He has defeated Federer in all 4 majors. Federer has also defeated Djokovic in all 4 majors. That he has done that, especially when Federer and Djokovic was more younger and not developing and not strong as he become later. But Nadal has never defeated Djokovic in all 4 majors. Nadal has defeated Djokovic in 3 majors, but he has never defeated Djokovic at Australian Open. So they have faced each other at Australian Open 2 times, and Djokovic has defeated Nadal both of those occasions. On the other hand, Djokovic has defeated Nadal 2 times at French Open. Nadal's best surface, like we all know, and Djokovic has defeated Nadal 2 times. 7-2 is the head-to-head for Rafael Nadal at French Open. So, the only thing that Nadal has more than Djokovic at the current moment is more major titles. He has 1 more major title than Novak Djokovic. But the run is not over, guys. This GOAT race, like I've said in the past, it is a 2-man race. It is between Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal. I just hope for, as a tennis lover, as a tennis maniac, I just hope that the biggest story of tennis of all time, because this GOAT race to me is the biggest story of all time in tennis. It is, guys. I just hope this biggest story will not get a sad end with a vaccine on the way, because we all seeing that Djokovic is refusing to take that vaccine, and it is his choice. Do I agree with him or not? That is a different topic. I've done videos about that in the past. I just hope that in the future that the biggest tournaments like French Open, Wimbledon, US Open, they will take down the restrictions and they will allow Djokovic to play, because if Djokovic is not allowed to play on the biggest events because of this vaccine, like he's refusing to take, and Nadal starts picking up more majors, we will always have, guys. Doesn't matter if you Nadal fans like it or not. Federer is not the topic here. Federer is over and done. It doesn't matter if your Nadal fans like it or not. Nadal will always, both him and his fans here yeah, you won the GOAT race because Djokovic was not allowed to play in the end of his career the majors because of the vaccine. He will always hear that. Always. I want to have as a big tennis lover a good end to this GOAT race, a fair end to this GOAT race where they allow Djokovic to participate and make a big effort to who will end as the all-time Grand Slam leader with most majors. Who will? Because in my opinion, Djokovic is the best tennis player I've ever seen. He is. He's the most complete tennis player that I've ever seen. And if they allow him to play, I think he will be the player who will end with most majors. And another thing that, before I forget, if you look who has won most majors over 30 years old, Federer has won only 4. Nadal now 7. Djokovic is the best still, with 8. Why has Federer won least majors over 30 years old? 3 reasons. I'm going to give you 3 reasons. 1, French Open. French Open, guys. Nadal has always that French Open. He has won 4 French Opens over 30 years old. 2 US Opens and 1 Australian Open. There you have Nadal's 3 majors over 30 years old. Nadal has that French Open. Nadal is more or less unplayable at French Open. More or less. He has lost only 3 matches, guys. And 2 of them has been against the same dude, Novak Djokovic. Federer doesn't have that same kind of a domination in a specific tournament. Yeah, Federer has won Wimbledon 8 times, but Federer is not any Nadal at Wimbledon, like Nadal is at French Open. He's not. Federer is not unplayable at Wimbledon. Federer, you can beat him. It is not easy, but you can beat him. And if people has beaten him. Federer has lost over 10 matches at Wimbledon. Nadal, only 3. So there you have the third reason why Nadal has won more Grand Slam titles over 3 years old than Federer. French Open, he has that French Open. Second, Nadal, he has developed more. He has improved more than Roger Federer. Federer really never improved that backhand besides that 2017. Federer had that 2017 improved backhand only for 1 year, where he actually dominated Nadal that year and defeated him 4 times that year. 2 times, 1 time in Indian Wells, 1 time in Miami, 1 time at the Australian Open, and 1 time at Shanghai. That was the only year that I really saw Federer improving his backhand when we got to see that new backhand, which was really, really beautiful. So Federer really never improved his Achilles heel, which is the backhand and which is the returns. He really never did that. Nadal, on the other hand, yeah, he improved his backhand. Nadal's backhand back in the years when he was 20, 21, 22, 23 years old, it actually was pretty weak. He couldn't, especially his crosscourt backhand. You never saw Nadal when he was 20, 22, 23 years old hitting great crosscourt backhands. Nadal, his crosscourt backhand has improved a lot. Forget that match against Medvedev. Against Medvedev, it was pretty awful, his crosscourt backhand, especially the first 2 sets. But in general, Nadal's backhand has improved over the years. Do you remember the match against Djokovic in the 2020 French Open final? Nadal was crushing those crosscourt backhands. He was crushing them. He was doing a lot of winners with that crosscourt backhand. Man, Djokovic thought I'm safe if I play against Nadal's backhand. No, he wasn't safe. Nadal was having that ball with that crosscourt backhand. Nadal has improved his backhand over the years, and also he has improved his serve. Not tremendously much, but he has improved it slightly. Now, Rafael Nadal. In general, Nadal has improved over 30 years old. Federer, no. And the biggest reason why Nadal has won more Grand Slam titles than Federer over 30 years old, it is simple. The number 1 reason is because Nadal is a better tennis player than Roger Federer. Simple as that, guys. He's a better tennis player, and when you are a better tennis player than someone, you will win. You will be more successful, which Nadal has been more successful than Roger Federer over 30 years old and in winning majors with 21 now and Federer with 20. So Rafa Nadal is on my second place as the best tennis player that I've ever seen, and number 1 place is Novak Djokovic. That's why I really hope that they allow him to play, because if they allow him to play, I still believe Novak Djokovic is the player who will end with most majors. Because why? Djokovic can threaten Nadal in all 4 majors. Australian Open, of course. At French Open as well. He has defeated him twice at French Open. 1 time by winning the title last year. He has defeated Nadal at Wimbledon. He has defeated Nadal at US Open. He has defeated Nadal in all 4 majors. Nadal cannot threat Djokovic in all 4 majors nowadays. Nadal has not defeated Novak Djokovic outside clay since 2013, guys, in 9 years now. So if they allow Novak Djokovic to play, I think he will be the player who will end with most majors. Why? Because he is the best tennis player that I have ever seen in my life. I just hope that this vaccine will not destroy the GOAT race and will not destroy the biggest story of tennis of all time that we have ever seen. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. See you next time. Peace.